Hello, I'm going to try doing a live video here on Facebook Live. We'll see how this works. Hopefully we can have some fun. Okay, I'm going to just do this. And that looks good. But I can't see. Aha, good. Hopefully there's no echo. Okay, and there's not too much of a, there's a little delay on my side, but that's okay, cool. I think I can still see the comments on my thing. Okay, so here's what I've got. I have got a lot of stuff. This is what I made earlier. I'm gonna set a timer for myself. This is not gonna be a very long live, okay guys? This is just gonna be me playing with paper, and I'm gonna do about 15 minutes because I just want this to be a test, okay? So I hope you're watching. If anybody's watching, yay, cool. I made these earlier on my Instagram, which didn't save my live. So here's what I made. Oh no. Some little bundles. This, and I made this one. See, so these were kind of fun. They're just literally grabbed random pieces and glued them together. So I thought I'd try that again. But this time on a Facebook Live, maybe I can catch a few people. So I have these boxes. I bought a bundle of these at, I think, Walmart, and they come in these different sizes, but all in one collection. So it's there's one that's this size. See, it's like paper, it's kind of medium size. And then these were inside of it. And then there were two little bitty ones, I think. Or maybe just one little one was like inside of that. So these all work really well for corralling my little bits of paper, right? So I like these because I have a lot of long, thin strips of paper. And so I've actually collected a whole bunch here that I want to use. And what I'm using is papers. I have an Oohoo glue stick because I've watched a lot of videos and this is one that people talk about and use a lot. So I have these in my store. This is pretty much the only thing you can actually buy from my store that you're gonna see here today because I have nothing else. I like playing with things that include ephemera and old papers and random bits. And you can't buy that on my store right now. Maybe someday, but probably not because there's so much out there. You can just get your own. But the Oohoo glue I do have, and you can definitely get that on my store. And I'll probably be throwing that thing around a lot. So I just like to take, this is literally wrapping paper that a friend of mine, I bought something on her Etsy store. She sent this as stuffing in her box, and so that's wrapping paper. These are all just painted pages that I've grabbed. I love putting sewing pattern pages. I'm gonna sit down and hopefully it's not gonna be too quiet. If it's too quiet, please post in the comment. Please put something in the comments so that I can see, because I will stand back up again, but right now I'm standing up and it's hard for me to stand and work. So I like to put sewing pages. This is the inside of a security envelope, which I've started collecting now. This is tea bags. I don't drink tea, but I like to save the tea bags, so I'll just make tea and then just throw the tea away because I'm wasteful like that. But you can actually use tea for dyeing paper. This is some printed pages I've made just for fun. I saved the Jason's Deli bag from our takeout and painted on that. Pages from a book. This is some scribbles from a class I was trying out. I found this book that's all about architecture. It's like an architecture textbook or something, and I ripped all the pages out of it. Or carefully cut them out actually. And so because this book is so cool, it has all of these neat black and white pictures, but also the architecture of the actual cathedrals, and I just thought that was so cool. So this is a painted paper. I'm getting some of my small bits on my mat here has glue all over it from my pages. This is the stuffing from a page, something from when I actually went to Italy. Security envelope, book pages, painted book pages, under paper from painting. I have this tape. It's like masking tape, but it has numbers printed on it. I love using this for all kinds of random things. So I have a lot of this around. I have a bunch of it hanging on my wall right now because I used it to mask off something and when I was actually basting something. This is the back of a pattern envelope. Here's some more painted stuff. Here's a piece of a dictionary page. This is a piece of a palette. That is just palette paper that I've used to glop paint on and it dried out. More tape, and here's my little bits, and here's some more little bits. These are fun because this is actually when companies ship you things, a lot of times they ship their packing slip, they'll print it on the label paper. I did this a lot for when we were selling rotary blades on Amazon because it's just faster to just print out the label for the shipping, for the packing slip on the label as well. So it is automatically sticker paper, woohoo! So you could actually print on it or you can just use it in your thing. And then I have a lot of other little bits. So I'm going to just randomly pick some bits out here and make some little collage bundles like I did earlier. And what I learned earlier was, because I only have, that was a 2-minute introduction, so I only have 8 minutes left. So what I learned earlier was it's good to start with a piece in the background that you want to use. You can do what some people will do, which is a ruler. But I tried that and I decided that I don't like rulers. This, and it tears very nice and pretty, but I find that that's kind of boring when it's torn all nice and pretty like that. So the more I tore pieces, the more I decided I didn't like torn pieces like that. I like the torn pieces that have the weird edges. So sometimes though, when you try to pull a piece, it just doesn't tear how you really want to. All right, that one or that one? I like that it says pimento. Okay. What happened? Oh, paused. I'm just gonna grab pieces here, and this is what else I learned. I put the pieces down, and then I forget when I go to glue them, or when I go to glue them, they end up completely different. So you kind of just have to embrace that they're going to be different when you glue them down. I always embrace that when I'm quilting. I like to say, hey, I have this idea of how this is going to be when I put the pieces down, but I don't follow patterns, so I have to understand that it's probably going to be different. And it's especially true when you're talking about something that you are gluing, because the glued piece almost never ends up how you want it to be. It's so much. It was great. This like book page color, neutral. I need more color. And for some reason, I also really like to work upside down because I really like to work from the bottom up. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. Maybe that'll make the camera not get out of focus so much. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's so much, just this neutral color. I definitely need something else. I have too much neutral going on. I love this blue paper. Thank you, Rose, for this paper. Rose Pettijohn, who happens to sell fabric in her online store called Pettijohn Textiles on Etsy. So if you look that up, you go check out her Etsy store. She sells the prettiest modern fabric over there. I'm not trying to make both of these the same. I just happen to be doing that. I don't really know why. Like I said, I'm not really trying to. I'm trying to make two that are the same. Yeah, I definitely chose a lot of the same color. Let's see what else I have that I can add in. I have so much glue. Or should I just start gluing now? You can see these. I have green. I should add some green. Better start gluing. It's already been almost time for my timer to go off. It's the fun part anyway. Okay. Glue. And I'm going to take this one to save on the top. Put that one there. I love to see the edges overlapping. That's my goal here. Okay, and then it's hard to work top to bottom, it really is. Because stuff does not stay where you want it, where you thought it would be, right? Okay. Oh, but I love this so much. All right, there's one. Not sure if you can hear my son's. He's watching something in the background. Because that's the fun of real life, right? Okay. Oh my goodness, I have so many pieces here. Okay, there we go. This little piece of black right here, I think I can just... So much fun about this is that it's like, I guess when I was little, I just didn't really get the chance in kindergarten or whatever to really glue too much, or maybe I did, and maybe this is just my inner kindergartner coming out that just loves to play with glue. But this inner kindergartner is thinking about this too much. You could work from this from the perspective of, I just want it to be a square when it's done, right? You could say, well, I don't really care what I'm gluing, as long as when I'm done, I have a rough size that fills in the gaps. That's kind of an interesting way to look at it, right? I didn't really think about it that way, but you could. See, I know that one. But the cool part is I don't have to use all of it. All right. I'd say that's pretty good. I don't have a focal point on this, but that's okay. Ooh, the eyeballs. I love these eyes. Maybe that's the focal point, is the eyes. So there we go. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add some of this. I have this tape that has these numbers, and then I have some paint on it. It's so fun. I need more painted tape. Oh, I do have that washi tape I made the other day. Oh look, cat hair too. That's always good. I can use some of my tape from the other day. I don't know that it'll glue down very well with just Oohoo glue, which I love, but I think I have to use gel medium or something for it. I'll have to say that for another time. So, I think that's what we'll call good. Not too bad for 10 minutes of gluing, or 15 minutes of gluing. And then I take all my little pieces of everything that I've torn apart, and those go back in my little jars, my little boxes. Gotta save all the scraps. Yeah. There we go. There's two. Here's the ones from earlier. Thanks for watching my live. Oh, let me put this one over here. Can't really see it on the camera. So thanks for watching my live, and I hope I can do this again next week. Hopefully more people will hop on and say hi and comment and give me some little emojis down there, and we'll see you next week. Maybe. Bye!